to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Lorena, and it is an honor to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behavior. We hope this Orca Encounter will help you better understand this magnificent creature and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales are a natural wonder, and Shouka here will help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed to take a quick breath at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like the eyes are located on the white patches, but that's a visual distraction. The eyes are actually located in the black area in front of each eye patch, camouflaged from thrashing prey. The fin on top of the whale is called a dorsal fin, which helps stabilize the orcas when they're swimming or regulate their body temperature. The flippers on either side of the whale are called pectoral flippers, which are mainly used for steering and stopping. Each pectoral flipper has 5 bony digits inside of them, much like the human hand. And the lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's main and
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales will use body language as part of their communication. A pictorial slap is used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a peck slap to get her cat's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they breathe. Spy hopping is how killer whales will coordinate or get a view of their surroundings when they hunt. Blue slabs are also a form of communication. Killer whales will use both in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Killer whales are good communicators, so it's no wonder that they're on top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orcas' hunting techniques are as different as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Here's that same behavior and movement. Antarctic orcas will create waves that crash over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. Watch that same wave-making technique demonstrating one of many complex and impressive hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. So we all saw these waves crash in front of us, but you can't really imagine the amount of water being displaced by our wells until you experience it firsthand. Now luckily I do have two brave volunteers that are going to show all of us what it's like to feel that power of the wave. First of all, I'm going to need this whole row to get back on your seats, please. Good job, guys. Thank you. All right. You ready? Come on down. All right, you don't have to if you don't want to. You'll do it? All right, come on down. You're going to take a seat on that blue box. I'm going to have you guys take a seat, please. All right, go ahead and take a seat on the blue box. Have your back all the way against that wall. There you go, and here comes that 50-pound water wave. That was not enough. All right, good job. We're all done. You're all done. You can get out the There you go. Now, because killer whales are found in every part of the ocean, it comes to no surprise that they eat all kinds of prey, including other whales. That blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than the killer whale. So, how does a whale the size of the killer whale eat a whale the size of the blue whale like the one on the screen? Well, it's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach young whales to hunt or practice their skills as they grow. imitate each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are constantly mimicking and learning from each other. Playful behavior does have a purpose. A tail whip is used in hunting to stun a fish. But to me, it seems that today these whales might be stunning all of you. We interact with our whales all day, every day, which allows us to share trusted relationships and provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. The whales here take an active role in their own health and well-being. Now, for example, I can present us our tail flukes, which is very useful when our veterinary staff need to come over and obtain a blood sample. Basis. We have orcas showing us right there on the screen how they do it. We can even obtain a blood sample from the global, all because of the trusted relationship we have developed day after day here at SeaWorld. Now it's time to introduce you to one of our whales. As soon as Kalia is out of the water, she needs a loud cheer from the whole stadium. She loves ice streams and snowballs as well. Kalia, as well as the rest of the whales, have inspired millions of guests, and hopefully that includes all of you, to protect and care for their whale counterparts. We challenge our whales every day to learn something new, to engage and stimulate their minds, diet, exercise, and of course play, all part of keeping the whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.